This is going to be the last review that I'm going to do for the legendary bundle pack. This is like I'm saying, this is the last ship, and basically I've covered all of these ships that were included in the bundle. Let me show you guys what the bundle was actually all about. So new items over here. And I already purchased mine, that's why you're seeing it right here, purchased. So there are 10 different ships up here, and on February the 13th, actually Cryptic released this as a bundle for, I believe, was somewhere around 30,000 Zen with the discount. So there was like a discount up here, so it was cheaper. But coming back to the review, I did all of them. If you want to see one of these reviews, I would say go to the videos page on my YouTube channel, and you're going to find one being a review, so like statistics, what this ship is all about and all of that, a little bit of insight into the game mechanics, how it flies when it is low budget, how it flies when it is a little bit more updated, and also all of the traits that you can unlock. These ships have like separate traits, so they have like this 5th mastery that you are going to unlock, but they also have an extra trait, so that extra trait is a count unlock. So in my personal opinion, it's definitely worthwhile, even though the price is really high for these ships. I'm thinking this is definitely something that you need to have in your arsenal. And if I'm seeing it correctly right here, the limited edition bundle is going to end in 7 days, so you still have a little bit of time to grab these things, because all of these ships, to my knowledge, are going to be a limited time offering, and basically I have no idea when they're going to come back. But anyway, today we're going to do this beauty right here, and that one is the Kelvin Timeline Enterprise. This one right here. So we have lots of stuff to cover. I just give you guys a little bit of a backstory to all of the bundles and all of the ships. You can definitely find them in the channel. There are reviews, but there are also game visuals. Like in the game there we have like so many 51 different like skins for the ships, vanity shields, and different space that is going to change the way the ship actually looks like. So I made like a separate video on that. You can find both of them on the channel if you are looking for that. So with that being said, let me make this one my current starship. Let me just claim this one and head over to the information where we're going to look at up all of these statistics and a little bit of a backstory where Cryptic has given us for this particular ship. So I'll be right back. Now we are here at the interface where you can actually buy these ships. Now, like I said, review on all of them can be found in the channel. There are different variants that we can have access to. So this is the normal Constitution from the Kelvin timeline, and there is also a refitted version of that. You can basically see the structures right here where the warp nacelles actually are linked to the hull. They are a little bit different, and if I zoom in more, you guys are going to be able to see that a little bit better right here, the difference between them. Also, the warp nacelles are hugely bigger than, like humongously bigger than the refitted version. Anything on the saucer section, it's a little bit lowered or raised depending on which one is your favorite. I don't see any changes to the deflector dish. I do see a lot of changes in the neck of the ship, if you can call it that. So this one is a little bit slim and it's like higher, and this one is a little bit fat and it's like ducked in like a turtle. But I am going to do out of the box experience, as you guys know. So I'm going to do the refit, I'm guessing. Is it the refit that I'm having? Yeah, this one is with the smaller size. So we are going to do the refit version. That is the one that came out of the box. by its default, I kind of enjoy the ship, to be honest. It's not that I hate the ship, even though I kind of like this one a little bit better. I'm going to do the review on this one. There it is, U.S.S. Enterprise NCC 1701. Nice. Nice. I was sorry, I was a little bit quiet over there because I was thinking like this might be like a cat face with these ears up here. Anyway, you guys were not amused that I actually pointed out a face on the where was it, on this one, on the Enterprise. Right here, you can see two eyes and a mouth. So I'm not going to do that anymore. So, the legendary, let me just read all of the information that Quebec has provided us. This is a little bit of a backstory where you can have a little bit of understanding how this ship, or at least what this ship is all about. So, the legendary Kelvin Timeline Intel Battlecruiser comes with the following consoles: the Universal Auxiliary Warp Core Ejector ejection from the previous version of the Starship, and I can confirm that it does do that right here. Auxiliary ejection assembly, nice. Upon reaching level 5 in the Starship Master, you will unlock the Auxiliary Warp Core Ejection Starfleet trait. Okay, so there is a universal. Wait. That's not correct. If I mouse over the trait over here, it says down but not out, and they're giving us a text right here. Upon reaching level 5 in the Starship Master, you will unlock the Auxiliary Warp Core Ejection Starship trait. Now that trait is different, and what they're talking about here is the Universal Console. So that's something that they need to address. You guys made a boo-boo right here, and I'm talking to Cryptic. If any of them are watching this video, this is probably a bug that you guys need to fix, or are going to fix, or is been fixed in whenever you guys are going to watch this particular video. So, upon reaching level 6 in the Starship Master, you will unlock Heard I Needed Help. Yes, that's correct. Starship trait on all characters under account while this trait is slotted, activating hull, heal, or intel bridge or intelligence bridge officer ability when below half hull calls in a Kelvin Timeline version of your starship to help briefly. It is equipped with a construction shuttle wing, a delayed overload cascade, and an augmented boarding party. Wow, okay. This kind of sounds nice. This is available for Tier 6 Federation and Federation aligned characters, so no Klingons. Boo. Hull modifier of 1.35 with a shield modifier of 1.0, 1 point flat. 3 on the front, 5 on the front, 3 on the aft as weapons slots. Room for 3 devices. We have console modification for tactical, 5 engineering, and 2 science. With a base turn rate of 10 degrees per second. Ooh, that's okay. That's interesting. Impulse modifier of 0.17 with an inertia rating of 55. Plus 15 to weapon power and also plus 5 to engine power. That's going to give us that universal console, eject warp auxiliary warp core ejection, also gather intelligence as a special ability, expose vulnerability, defense, weapon system or critical system, also cruiser command array, so strategic maneuvering, shield frequency modulation, weapon system efficiency, and this thing can equip dual cannons, dual heavy cannons. Very nice. Starship Mastery Package Battlecruiser, absorption plating, enhanced weapons, enhanced plating, armored hull, down but not out. That's the Starship trait, so that's correct. And heard I needed help is the 6th mastery trait that you can unlock, that is going to be account wide. Just based off on the console right here, the layout, I should say, this is definitely going to be tanky, more tanky than DPS wise. But DPS wise, you can definitely utilize it as well. 4 of these tactical consoles. This is going to give you the option, this is going to give you room for DPS enhancement, to be honest. But science, it is definitely lacking in that nature of the beast, as it were, because it only has 2 of these console slots to enhance science abilities. So with that being said, I'm going to go over here to the customization real quickly and see what kind of customization we can do on this beautiful looking ship. Customization is, as we always have seen, these ships to my personal liking are way up here. That should be in the middle of the screen, because when we are going to zoom in, we can't actually zoom in. These ships are going to be maybe 1/4 of the screen being displayed, and this is something that I have been saying in all of my reviews. Sorry about that. In all of my reviews, I've been saying that this ship needs to be differently. But anyway, moving on. There is 2 templates that we can choose from. One that has the smaller warp nacelle, and the other one that has the bigger one. And that's about it. We do have the interior, the Kelvin Constitution bridge. This is not something that they made special for this bridge. This is something that they made like a long time ago when the Discovery... no, sorry, what Discovery? When the Kelvin movie came out. So they're basically slapping on that bridge to this... particular looking ship. Type O-K, I have no idea what that is, but that's the window types that we are stuck with, to be honest. There is no option for us to change this. So let's see on the different material types. Now I need to position this ship a little bit like that so we can actually see the different material types. So we got the Constitution right here. That is out of the box. That's the default. So we got the Defiant over here, or at least the Defiant material type. Kind of looks out of the... Yeah, it kind of looks out of the place, to be honest. It doesn't fit the ship. How's the deflector dish? No, it's not doing this ship any justice. Moving on to the Galaxy. What do you guys think about the Galaxy? I don't know. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit... This deflector dish is really bright when it is not being hit by the sun. So we are going to move on to the Intrepid. Now all of these material types have been unlocked for these legendary ships. So that's definitely awesome that they put them up there. But some of them are just hit and miss, to be honest. Alright, moving on from the Intrepid to the NX. And the NX meaning the Jonathan Archer Enterprise themed ships. Nice. Very good, very good, very good. I don't really particularly like it, but it is there for people that wants to have, you know, some kind of experience with that as a material types, as material type actually goes, to be honest. This is the NX refit. So this is like the upgraded version. What does my ship is called? The Rainbow. This ship is called the Rainbow. So I should put like different phasers and different torpedoes on this thing. Sovereign. Ooh, Sovereign is... I like it. I like the Sovereign outfit. Or the material type, the skin. Very nice. Yes, Sovereign refit. Now this is a little bit where I have a problem with, because look at this thing. It kind of looks... What is this? Did they miss like a portion of here? Or is that supposed to be like that? I think they missed a little bit of a portion to fill in up here. U.S.S. Rainbow. All right, material type 0, and this is definitely, oh, it is looking, wait a minute, was it always like that? No, it's not. Oh, it is just more apparent on these particular skins, because right here it's not apparent on the Constitution. That's weird. And I'm talking about this section right here. So we got type 0 over here. So this is James T. Kirk era. I kind of like it. I love the details up here on the warp nacelles. Also underneath, nice. All right, moving on to type 1. Type 1 is a little bit good on this ship. So we got left and right, bottom, rear, top, and front. Ooh, nice. Type 2. Type 2 is also good. Even though these are the old material types that we are playing with for like a long time ago, they're still doing this ship a little bit of justice. Nice. All right, moving on to type 4. Type 4 is something that I used to enjoy because all of the dark and, you know, the lighted area was like good in contrast, but as of lately it is not going, it is not, you know, appealing anymore. So we are going to type 5 right there. Type 5 is a little bit, it's not good, but it's not bad either. I don't know about what you guys think, but moving on to type 6. Ooh, type 6 is really bright as I should have been anticipating this to put like a sunglasses on. Even though this particular ship, when they featured it in the movie, this thing was really bright as well. 7. Oh, 7 is good. Oh my God, 7 is good. You know, come to think about it, 7, 8, and is there an 8B? Yes, 8B is going to be a good one. I like it. I like these details. I love it when they do this kind of detail, like, you know, if it is like white on the background and then just a little bit of highlights, like in a darker tint, what they're doing right here, because this is not really black, it's like more grayish tint. I like that. Oh, look at the deflector dish. It has like a what you call it, the inner circle is a little bit darker than the edge over here. Nice. 8B. Oh, B is very good. 8. No, this is type 8. This is not type 8B. I like this. I like this. I like it. I like it. The deflector dish kind of reminds me of like the old style deflector. Nice. All right, let's try 8B. I like it, but then again, it's a little bit too dark. It was just one shade better. I was going to like it a little bit more than I do, even though it is still good. I was still going to fly this thing if I spent it a little bit more time on the customization. I am definitely enjoying this part. Veteran. Hey, where is the upgraded version? They don't allow us to up the upgraded material skin on this thing. That's not right. That's not right. Anyway, out of the box experience, so I'm going to leave it at default with the Constitution. That is the way that we are going to do this particular review, including all of the visuals and all of that. Now you have different styles to, you know, change up the components and all of that. I would say just leave it the way it is. You're going to mess it up a little more than it's not supposed to be like that. Don't mess it up. Don't make some kind of Frankenstein design. But anyway, this is how we're going to fly it. Let me queue up another character of mine and see how big or small this thing is if you compare it to the Lucari Science ship. Here we are in space with the Lucari Science ship to the left, and this is how big it is. It is a little bit... I should go a little bit forward, back, and like that. This is how big it is as a ship length actually goes. Now, obviously, it is a little bit taller because of the whole upper part and social section than the Lucari, because the Lucari is being flat out pancake Dorito chips and all of that. So I should say it's like twice and a half, a little bit. That's you know, in its length. Very nice, very beautiful looking ship, or at least I find it very appealing, to be honest, especially with these big Bussard collectors, these big warp nacelles. It's like bulky, and I kind of like bulky, to be honest. It's the U.S.S. Rainbow NCC 93050. All right. What else can I show you guys? So the mastery was Battlecruiser package, if I'm remembering it correctly. So level 1 plus 25 in physical and kinetic based damage resistance rating. Level 2 is going to give us critical severity by 15%. Level 3 plus 25 energy and damage, energy and radiation damage resistance rating. Level 4 is 10% in whole hit points. The mastery that we are going to unlock when you level this thing all the way to level 5 is going to be down but not out. Max subsystem power is going to increase as health decreases. Bonus start at 80% hull and reaches maximal potential at 20% hull, up to plus 20 to all subsystem maximum power, increased as hull percentage decreases. Nice. Very nice. Now this is the potential. This is not going to give us a flat out plus 20 to all subsystems, if I'm reading it correctly. Up to plus 20 all subsystem power maximum. So the maximum capacity, I believe, is 125 in each of these things. And that one is going to give us plus, what was it? Plus maximum plus 20. So it's maximum plus 145 in all of these subsystems. So if you can raise the power all the way to 145, this is going to give you that. But then your hull needs to be 20%. Now it's 100. If I'm reading it correctly. If not, then not. But you guys are probably going to correct me over there in the comment section. Bonus start at 80% hull and reaches maximum potential at 20. Okay, so either it is that, or it is just going to give us a flat plus 20 to all subsystem powers. So you can actually see it right here. It is either plus, now it is at 65 for the weapon. If this thing is, it might give us like plus 85. I'm going to look this in combat because this is not making sense for me personally. But that could be just me. It's still early for me. So the sixth one is the trade that you're going to unlock account wide. I heard I needed your help. When your hull is going to low heal and intel heals and intel ability that calls Kelvin Timeline a self version of that. When below 50% hull, your hull heals or intel abilities calls a version of your ship from the Kelvin Timeline to assist you for 60 seconds. In addition to weapons fire, it uses Constitution shuttle wings, delayed overload, cascade, and augment boarding party. After it arrives, there is a 120-second recharge before it can help again. So there is like a 2-minute cooldown on this thing. Could be useful. Definitely could be useful. Let me give you guys the stats. This thing is turning at 16 degrees per second with my particular build, and I should say the skills that I have are non-existent. I have a little bit of traits up here, space traits and ground traits. Space rejuvenation. I kind of need to spend a little bit more time to fill this thing as well, because that is just going to help me in combat and all of that. But that's about it. We got 5 weapons on the front, 3 on the aft, room for 3 devices. We got 5 engineering console slots, 2 science and 4 tactical, and that's about it when it comes to this particular ship. We do I do want to give you guys more details on this auxiliary ejection assembly universal console. Redundancies and backup system are common on Federation starship regardless of the timeline. The Federation of the Kelvin Timeline, however, takes this to an extreme by decentralizing portions of the warp core assembly into auxiliary warp cores. By installing similar contingencies. These small antimatter chambers can be ejected and detonated in case of emergencies, damaging foes and freeing the Federation vessel from effects that impair its maneuverability. Having this console equipped will increase the damage dealt by your exotic damage ability, while also increasing both current and maximum auxiliary subsystem power. Note sources of max power do not stack, only the strongest applies per subsystem. Plus 3 to current and maximum auxiliary subsystem power, and also plus 19% in bonus exotic damage. Nice. Launches of auxiliary power core will travel 2 kilometers behind your current position before detonating in a 5-kilometer radius. To self, you're going to get plus 100% speed and 300% turn rate for the next 4 seconds. That can stack up to 4 times. Immune to movement debuff for the next 4 seconds. So tractor beams and all of that, gravity well coming from the enemy towards you is not going to hold you in place. And to the foes, dealing an X amount of kinetic base damage times 4. And I say X amount because this number is based upon my particular build. You guys are going to have a totally different higher number that I have right here, because I'm not having any skills that enhance the kinetic base damage. Now this is also part of a space set. I don't know where all of these are. Mining drill, laser emitter, proton charge launcher, broadside emitter array. This should be part of a different ship. I don't know which one, but out of the top of my head, I kind of need to look this up. Standardized armaments, plus 25 hull damage for photon torpedoes and mines, plus 25 phaser damage for direct energy-based weapons. If you have the 2 pieces, 3 pieces is going to give you subatomic elasticity, plus 50 physical damage resistance rating, plus 25 kinetic damage resistance rating. Incoming healing increased by 0 to 50%. Increases hull decreases, so more effective when your hull is going to be lower. And the 4th set, timeline resonance, 50% recharge speed for all Kelvin universal consoles. Okay, so these are Kelvin-based universal consoles I'm seeing right here. So we got the auxiliary jet warp core ejection, launch proton charges, activated drill laser, and broadside cannon barrage. Nice. Stations. Lieutenant Commander Universal. What? intelligent bridge officer station right here. That is nice. You can definitely use tactical, you can use engineering, you can use science over here, and also intelligent bridge officer abilities. That's nice. You have an ensign universal station. I'm probably going to use that one, or science. What else we got? We have a lieutenant commander tactical station. We have a commander engineering slash intelligence, a bridge officer station. I kind of like the way it is set up already. And a lieutenant science station up here as well. Let's do polarized hull and hazard emitters. So we got hull healing, hull healing, hull healing, and then shields, and that's about it. Give me 2 seconds to get the Admiralty card. Now this is the Admiralty card, legendary Kelvin Timeline Intel Battlecruiser, as it is stated right here. 3 stars in its rarity. We got 50 points, 52 points in engineering, 41 in tactical, and 24 in science. So based off on this Admiralty card, this is just in confirmation of what I was saying as well. This is going to be more of a tankier than, you know, science build, and more tankier and then tactical. So this is definitely something that you need to think about, how you're going to fly this ship. There is potential for it to do DPS, definitely, but there is also more potential to do like a tank build with this ship. Special ability plus 10 to engineering per tactical ship that you're going to put it up in your project that you're going to start under the Admiralty. So that's about it, where I can show everything and anything about this thing. I'm going to take this ship into Air Gala Patrol the way it is, low budget version, and you guys are going to get after that a little bit of a normal experience where you can have all of the gear that you can have a little bit more upgraded than normally. Here we go with the mission wanted, the Air Gala Patrol. As I always say, don't use this as a build. What is this? Warp signature masking at full charge. Okay. As I always say, don't use this as a build. I don't have any key bindings or anything like that with this particular ship, but you can actually see it is taking a long time to strip this guy's shield. My shields are a little bit gone. That has to do with the fact that nothing has been increased. Now let me give up a little bit of abilities. Big explosion is like the chemo side that I'm using. And with all of the abilities, you can still see that this thing is still taking... Something is offline. What was offline? Now that... Ooh, what is that? What was that? I don't know what that was, but that was nice. So I'm missing a lot. That has to do with the normal weapons that are not being enhanced in any way or possibility. So that's not actually a good thing to represent this particular ship, because it has more potential than I'm showing it right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this combat and not bore you guys with low budget versions. I'm going to equip to the items that I have laying around. Some of them have not been upgraded and others are better, obviously. The bridge officer stations, I did change this one to beta and delta. Beta and omega over here, so I can have a little bit more you know, beefier version than it already was. And I'm going to level this thing all the way, unlock both traits. Gonna take me a little bit more than an hour to do that, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys a better version of this ship. So here it is, the upgraded version of the combat that we are going to do. Now obviously I've changed the ship a little bit, as you guys can see a little bit of a preview. It has the Pink vanity shield. I did put up like the items that I currently have, and those are based upon disruptor. Those are not based upon phasers, unfortunately. So that is what I'm going to fly this ship with. I did unlock both of these traits, so I got both of them traits. I got both of them slotted in, so down but not out. Giving us a bonus to subsystem power max, and the other one heard I needed help, so when below 50% hull, using heals or intel abilities will channel a version of your ship of the Kelvin timeline to assist you for the next 60 seconds. In addition to weapons firing at uses construction shuttle wings, delayed overload cascade, and augmented boarding party. So that's going to be nice. I did had black alert, but I kind of removed that. So I got build to last and all of that. This is not a build, as I always say. This is just something to showcase that this ship is definitely worthwhile obtaining. This is not the best build out of there because I'm still utilizing Mark 14 consoles and weapons. So if you are one of those guys that want to have the maximum out of this particular build, definitely enhance your weapons to the maximum potential, and also the gear. So let me take this thing into a normal wanted patrol mission, the Argala one, and show you guys that even though it is on normal difficulty, this thing is still going to dish out lots and lots of power, or at least DPS wise. So I am going to put weapon system efficiency is going to reduce the power overall from our weapons, the weapon power cost. And I also put everything on key binding. As you guys can see, everything is firing off by itself. I'm just pressing one button. Oh, that was really quick. That one is dead, and this one is dead as well. Nice. So definitely a big improvement in DPS, and also the way that the enemy actually gets destroyed. Now I am going to utilize this auxiliary warp core ejection. I'm going to put them here. The satellite is going to pull them all the way there, and I'm going to utilize that. So big explosion near the satellite, dealing a little bit of kinetic base damage, and that should soften them a little bit up. Now my hull is needed to be lower than 50%. Then I'm going to activate hull healing abilities to spawn in the Kelvin timeline of my particular ship, and that ship should help me a little bit. Now I kind of need to have them lower my hull a little bit here. So I kind of need to aggro everybody and then do nothing, kind of deal. This thing also has the gathered intel, so you can have like the vulnerability exposed over here. So this one is particularly for shield hardness and remove engineering debuff. This is basically for their weapon, and this is critical system. Okay, we got 72 a hole. Let me aggro them a little bit more. 71, 70. These Bentons, man, these Bentons are doing a better job than I am. Is this thing going to blow up? And if it's going to blow up, I'm going to go to the explosion. Hopefully it's going to take out a lot of my hull away. There we go. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hull healing abilities. Did anything warp in? Oh, there we go. What is that? Construction shuttles to heal my ship. And also this thing is killing off that guy. So these traits definitely work out, and I'm getting healed so much. Nice, nice. That's good.
You will stand down and surrender to the Battlecruiser Card.
Hopefully. No, that's just a little bit too far away for me to get it.
Possibly consistent with
I'm gonna stay within this carrier. There we go. Look at how much hull healing I'm getting. Come on. There we go. Look at how much hull healing I'm getting from these smaller reconstruction shuttles. These are aiding me a lot. Look at that. And they're gone. I think it was like it was 1 minute when they are going to help you, and there is a 2-minute cooldown, so I don't know if that's going to be worthwhile for you, but I kind of like it though. Definitely helping you a little bit, basically just like the Nimbus Pirate Distress Call, something that is going to aid you in combat, but also is going to give you hull healing. And that's nice. That's always good. Now the warp core is up again, so I kind of need a couple of enemies together. These guys are no match, so I'm not going to activate it currently. And then famous last words. Okay, that one is dead, and this one also dead. Here we go. Flagship. Now I am going to put this satellite up, so they should be tractor beamed over there, and then go with the warp core. So a big explosion near their facility, or near their vicinity, and a big fail because I think they all went too far away. But you have kind of gotten the gist of this thing. I'm gonna blind you a little bit right now, sorry about that. And that's about it.
We'll send over a pacification party, take the suspect into custody.
Pacification
party. Thank you for your assistance. We have
no, let me just depart, because I really don't want to be here anymore, because this thing is already done for. So this particular ship, I'm really enjoying the way it is flying. Even though it is a battlecruiser, it is performing for me personally better than I expected. Turn rate is good. For me, the way I play the game, I kind of love the way that this is with the weapons layout, the way it is set up. So you got 5 on the front, 3 on the aft. The bridge officer station is also very nice. You can definitely have enough survivability over here, and also intelligence bridge officer powers. And you also have a universal and also intelligence bridge officer power. So you can definitely mismatch bridge officer abilities over there with intel bridge officer powers. And these 2 traits, yeah, they're good enough, to be honest. So I'm definitely happy with this build, but I'm actually happy with all of them. There isn't one particular ship that was in the bundle that I was like, man, this is not good enough. All of them in the bundle, definitely worthwhile, definitely good enough to hold your own in whatever you can actually going to do in STO on and I'm not talking about normal difficulty, but also on advanced difficulty, because normally when you're going to be in advanced difficulty, you're still going to be with a teammate, and you know, 2 or at least the 5-man team is going to be better than solo, so that's definitely a plus. And especially if you're going to level up all of the gear that you're going to do, that is just nice. Anyway, that's the review for this particular ship. I would love to see you guys on the next video. And the next video is going to be all of the game visuals with all of the different skins, all 51 of the, or at least I should say 52, because you know, this ship also comes with the standard stuff, so that's one particular visual as well. So that's 52 different visuals that I'm going to display for you guys, and that's going to be the next video. That's going to be tomorrow. So with that being said, I would love to see you guys on that video, and I am going to say goodbye later.